Welcome everybody. In a seated position, just wiggle around a little bit. Get yourself comfy and in a nice lifted position with your spine. You want to have your spine nice and tall. I'm going to ring my bell to get us started. And then just let your eyes close. Take a deep, full inhale. Exhale, release. Another full, deep inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then just start to find a pattern with your breath of an even inhale, even exhale, trying to have the inhale the same length as the exhale. So if you inhale to a count of 3, pause, and then exhale to a count of 3. And just keep continuing on with that breathing. You can have your eyes just still softly closed. And I'm going to read a little quote to get us started this morning or this afternoon. It's by Richard Carlson, and he says, "True happiness comes not when we get rid of all our problems, but when we change our relationship to them, when we see our problems as a potential source of awakening, opportunities to practice patience and to learn." So my goodness, we've been learning a lot over the past 2 weeks, eh? Take another full breath in and exhale, release back out. And then slowly flutter your eyes, opening them back up. And let's bring the hands out to the side. We're going to inhale and raise the arms up overhead. Let your fingertips touch. Eyes are looking up. Spine is long. Breathing, reaching, stretching, and then exhale, release, drop your hands back down. Let your chin come back down towards your chest. Inhale, lift, raise the arms up. Exhale, release. Drop back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale up. This time, hold the hands overhead. Looking up, reaching up. And now we're going to bring the right hand forward and the left hand back for a twist. You're going to drop your hands down, just fingertips gently touching the floor. And now take your chin and reach it back towards the shoulder behind you, twisting. And then see if you can turn your belly towards the left a little as well, twisting all around to the left and even looking your eyes around to the left. And then inhale, raise those arms back up overhead, eyes up, heart open. And we'll take it the other direction. Left hand forward, right hand back, twist. Looking back, turn the belly, turn the eyes, bring the chin around towards your shoulder. And then inhale back up again. And then exhale, drop back down. And now just drop your chin down towards your chest, fold your head forward. And we're going to make some circles with our head. So drag your shoulder over to the right, bring it back behind you, roll it around to the other side, and then all the way back down to center. And do 2 more nice, slow, even circles going around in this direction. And then when you come back to center after that 3rd round, just pause there and let's reverse and take it the other way. Nice big circle, other way. Breathing, inhale as you go back, exhale forward. Inhale back and exhale forward. And then with your chin on your chest, slowly rise and bring your head back up to neutral position. Let's tip our head over in this direction. Just drop your ear down towards your shoulder, and on your other arm, bring it out to the side so that you feel a nice stretch through your side neck. Just letting your head drop, reaching that hand out a little further, and then bring your head back up to center and tip the other direction, dropping other ear to shoulder. Bring that arm out to the side, breathing. And then back up to center. And let's come onto all fours on our yoga mat. You're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. And just let your hips move side to side, back and forth. Just giving that spine a chance to move. Let your head hang down towards the floor as if it's like an apple hanging on a tree, letting it sway back and forth as your hips move. Breathing, inhale, exhale. And then come back to center, back to stillness. Press into your hands, round your back up towards the ceiling, chin to chest, tailbone tucks under. And then you're going to release your belly down, lift your tailbone, raise your eyes, looking up. And then exhale, round. Inhale, release. Exhale, round. Inhale, release. Round it down. And back, come back to neutral position. And let's bring the right foot forward in between your hands and come up into a kneeling position. I apologize for the glare on here. I have my curtain closed, but it still is kind of right back there. So you want to have your knee over your heel, hips are facing forward, and you're going to raise those arms up overhead, wiggle out the fingers, and bring the palms together. See if you can drop a little deeper into your lunge by bending that front knee. Hips drop down. Breathing. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Slowly bring it back up. And let's bring hands down and then drop them down to the mat. You want to have one hand on one side of the foot, one on the other. Plant the left hand on the mat, and now let's swing that right hand up towards the ceiling for another twist. So the right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, and the left hand presses down into the mat. Eyes can look up, and then exhale, drop that hand down. Let's bring the right foot back into tabletop position, and once you're squared off, bring the left foot forward. Come back up to kneeling. Remember, you want the knee over the heel. And then inhale, raise those arms up overhead. Bring the palms together. Let your eyes come forward and then drop down into the lunge. Bend that left knee, sink it forward, and breathe. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, pull those hips back. And drop your hands down and bring them down around that front foot. So this time you're going to plant the right hand into the mat. Let the left hand swing around and up, twisting in the other direction. Try to have that left hand reaching straight up towards the ceiling. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Reach nice and long through the arms. So the right arm, the lower arm is underneath you and going straight up in a straight line. It's zipping right up through your left arm, through your fingers. Exhale, release, drop the left hand back down, bring the left foot back, coming back into tabletop position, wiggle those hips side to side. Nice work. All right. Let's curl the toes under, hands under the shoulders here. Press into your hands, press into your toes, and just lift your knees up about 2 inches off the ground here so that your shoulders are over your hands and your knees are just hovering over the ground. You're on your toes. Your core is nice and strong. Pull that belly in, and we'll breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Straighten those legs. Coming into downward dog, just holding it here for a minute. Pedal out your feet back and forth, right to left. Breathing. Nice deep breaths. So important to breathe through this. Keep the breath moving. And then slow your feet down. Pull your heels back down towards the floor, and let's walk our hands to meet our feet. Coming into a forward fold, and then slowly just walk your hands up your legs halfway. Lift, reach your head out so that your body is making sort of an upside down L shape. You're pressing those hands into your legs, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, lift halfway, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale halfway, exhale down. This time we're going to come all the way up. Bring yourself all the way up to standing. And then just shake everything out. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hands. Coming into stillness. Let's just do a few rolls with our shoulders. Rolling back. Nice big circles with the arms. So weird not having you guys here with me. Can't hear any of the comments. I just have to hope you're doing okay in your living room or wherever you might be.
Jean, we're very, very thankful to have you doing this. Thank you for being willing and accommodating.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's find our way up to the front of our mat into Tadasana, mountain pose. Have your feet about hip distance apart and just roll from your heels to toes a couple times and then bring yourself into stillness. Hands down at your side, standing tall through your spine, through your legs, feet pressing down, crown of the head reaching up, and then bring your hands together at your heart. Close your eyes and just take a moment here to create an intention for your practice. So just to give you an idea, if you're not sure of what your intention might be, it could be a word that motivates you, something that inspires you. I created a word this year, and my word for the year is dream. So whenever I ask you guys to create your intention for today, my intention is to dream. So just take a minute and see what bubbles up for you, what feels right. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, bring them up. Bend the elbows, hands to the crown of the head, gentle arch back. Inhale, straighten it back up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to shins, flat back, lift, look up. Exhale, drop back down. Now inhale with a flat back, arms come out, up and over, and then exhale all the way down to your heart. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Big inhale all the way back up. Exhale back down to your heart. One more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale lift. Exhale fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale down. So the hands are outside of your feet. Let's bring the left foot back, coming into a lunge. And then take the right foot back and find plank position. So you want your body to make a nice long straight line. Hands are underneath your shoulders. You're on your toes, pushing out through your heels. And just for fun, pick up your left foot, point the toes, reach it out, and let's count to 3. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, drop that foot down, come back into a nice solid plank, get steady, pick up the right foot, point the toes, and breathe. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, drop that foot down. Drop knees to the mat, open your knees wide, have your big toes touching, come back into child pose. You can make a little pillow with your hands, let your head rest on your hands, and take 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Come back up to table. Walk those knees back in. And let's do a little balance here. So getting steady on your knees, steady on your hands. Raise up your right arm and your left leg. You're going to point the fingers, point the toes, and then drop your eyes so that you're looking straight down. Find a little spot on the mat to focus your eyes. Breathing here. Nice long reach with the arm. Long stretch with the leg. Pull your belly in. Try not to collapse into your left shoulder. And then exhale. Come back down. Just take a minute, readjust everything. And then we'll take the other side. So left arm, right leg, reach it out. Pointing fingers, pointing toes, breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, come back down. And now just wiggle those hips side to side. Nice work. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch. I'm going to come closer here. So I want you to take your left hand, swing it out to the side, and then you're going to thread it through the hole that the right arm creates. Drop your left shoulder down onto the floor, onto the mat, and then you're going to raise your right arm up towards the ceiling. Start to spiral that right arm, making little circles that are gradually getting bigger and bigger. And then when it's as big as you can go, pause, reverse, spiral it back the other way until you're reaching straight up to the ceiling again. Drop your right hand down by your face. Bring yourself back up into tabletop position. Readjust everything. And then we're going to take the other side. So now the right arm swings out to the right. And then you thread it through the hole. Drop the shoulder, drop your head. Trying not to squish the mic here. Bring the left hand up towards the ceiling. Start the spiral with that upper arm, getting bigger and bigger. And then when you're making as big a circle as you can, pause, reverse, other way, all the way back until you're reaching straight up again. Drop the left hand down by your face. Come back up into tabletop position. Sit back towards your heels. Drop your head down to the mat. And then inhale, lift back to table. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift your chest, raise, look up. Exhale, slowly bring it all the way back. And then inhale, lift, slide it forward and up. Exhale, bring it all the way back. Inhale, lift, and rise back up. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, lift, all the way up. Couple more, just moving at your own pace. If you get to a spot along the way that you go, ooh, it might feel good to wiggle around a little bit here, feel free to stop and do that. That's what's really nice for the home practice is you can make it what you need it to be. And you guys know if I'm doing anything that doesn't work for your body or doesn't feel right today and you know you should modify or try something different, you are absolutely given my permission to do that. Taking care of your body. Inhale up, exhale back. You know your body better than anybody else. And boy, do we need to take care of it during this time, right? All the way back, hold it in child pose, just settle in, make a little pillow with your hands, drop your head, and take a little bit of breath here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Come back up into tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. This is Maisie, you guys, my cat. She came for a guest appearance today. Where was I going with this? Oh, let's come down onto our forearms, clasp your hands together, straighten out your right leg, and then straighten out your left, coming back into a plank type position. Just gently push out through your heels, pressing into those forearms. I like to just roll back and forth, looking towards my thumbs, breathing steady. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Drop your belly to the mat. And now bring your hands so that your forearms are pressing down into the mat. Fingers are nice and wide here. Tops of the feet are on the mat. And then lift your chest, raise your eyes looking up. And then exhale, slowly start to wind it down. Inhale, lift, rise up. Exhale, release, and drop back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold it in the up position. And now we're going to do a little stretch here for the shoulders again. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. What you're going to do is slide one arm forward and then bring the other arm in towards your body. Walk that arm that's in out to the side. And now bring the other arm in and walk it over to the other side. So you have a pretzel arm here. And now I'm going to drop my chin down onto that top arm. You should feel a nice stretch through your shoulders here. And we'll breathe for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise your head back up. Unwind those arms. Bring the forearms back down onto the floor so the elbows are right under your shoulders. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Now this time you're going to reach the other hand forward. Cross one hand close by you. Walk that hand over to the other side and then cross over again. Walk that hand out and now drop your chin down on that top arm. Let's breathe here. Good. Raise your head, unwind those shoulders, and let's bend your knees behind you. Bring your feet up towards the ceiling, and you can spread out the arms underneath you, and let's bring those hands back around. See if you can grab hold of your heels or your toes. You're going to, if you can get a good hold around your ankles, you're going to flex those feet, draw your shoulder blades together. And this might be the pose for you, or even maybe just reaching back in that direction. But see if you can get your hands around the ankles, flex your feet, and then we're going to press the feet into the hands, lifting up. This is bow pose. Breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, release. Drop it down. Bring your toes back down onto the mat and just turn your head to one side. Let your head rest on the floor, and then just bring your, let your heels roll side to side. So you're up on your toes and the heels are just rocking back and forth. You're just getting a little stretch here for your lower back. Because as you move those feet back and forth, you're going to feel a nice little wiggle on your back that should feel pretty good to release any tightness there. All right. And now slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Come back up. And let's find our way onto our knees and come into a kneeling position. And we're going to bring our hands together in front, opening up a big imaginary curtain. Take the hands back around, clasp the hands together, draw the shoulder blades together, and bring your hands down towards your feet. Inhale, lift your chest, raise your eyes, look up, and let your hands drop back behind you. Breathing. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, straighten it back up. And release your hands. Just do a couple of circles with your wrists one way and then the other. And now bring your hands forward in front, pointing your fingers, and slowly let's reach back. See how far you can come back. Just leaning back, and then inhale, come back up. And take your time here as you come back. Don't be in a rush to come all the way back up. Just hold it there for a minute, kind of hover, and then bring it back up. Really good for your quads. And now bring it back. Hold it here. Let's hold it for 3. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Bring it back up. Good. Just shake it out a little. Nice work, everyone. Curl your toes under, lift your heels up, and now let's bring those hands back around and see if you can grab your heels with your hands. Some of us are going to hold it right here. If you can, try bringing your belly forward and releasing your head back, finding camel pose. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, slowly bring your chin back towards your chest. Release your hands off your feet. And then put the tops of your feet down onto the mat so the heels are no longer lifted. Just do some gentle twists with your arms. Let your body sway back and forth a few times. Relaxing your back. Nice work. And now we're going to try the full version of camel. So with that, you're going to have those feet flat on the floor like I do. If that feels like it's going to be too much for you, come back up and grab the heels again. Or if you're going, whoa, that was enough, you can just place your hands on your back and stretch back that way. But for the full version, feet, tops of the feet on the floor, hands swing around, and you're going to try and get your palms on the soles of your feet. Once you're settled there, bring the belly forward. And then if it's appropriate, let your head roll back. Let's breathe here. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Bring your chin slowly back towards your chest. Straighten it up. And again, take some gentle twists side to side. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm thinking about you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. And then come back to stillness. All right, let's bring right foot forward in front and interlace your fingers on the top of that right leg. Press into that leg, lift the heart, raise the eyes, look up. And then exhale, bring it back forward. Drop your hands down to the mat on either side of your foot And now pull your hip back. You might have to scoot your leg forward and try and lift your toes up off the ground. And let's slowly fold down, trying to bring your nose towards your knee. Breathing. Good. Slide your shoulders forward. Take that right leg back. Wiggle out the hips a little. And then let's bring the right foot forward. Come back up into kneeling. Interlace those fingers. Press into the left leg this time. Lift the chest. Raise the eyes. Look up. And then bring your eyes forward. Drop those hands down. I like to sort of tent my fingers so my palms are lifted up, and then pull your hips back. Lift the toes up. Get the leg nice and straight as you can. And then as you're ready, fold and drop your nose towards your knee. Breathing. Good. Raise your head back up. Slide the shoulders forward and take that left leg back. Wiggle out the hips side to side. Nice work. All right, curl those toes under. Walk your hands in towards your knees. And let's come into a squatting position. So take a minute to decide where you need your feet to be. Some people can bring them in pretty close to one another. Some people need them far apart. Some people have really tight hips and they need to just kind of be up here like this. And it's all good. Find your spot, find your squat. If you're down on your feet and you can bring your hands together in the center, inhale, raise your hands up to your heart. And then as you drop the hands right to the center of your chest, slowly look down and have your drishti, your gaze, looking at your middle fingers. Let's breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop your hands down. Again, tent out the fingers, pressing into the mat. Let's straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and find a forward fold. Go ahead and grab hold of opposite elbows with your hands and let yourself just start to slowly rock side to side. You can have a little bend in your knees as you do this. Nice gentle sway. Probably are noticing lots of twists and turns today, and that's what I had in mind. Really good to work the spine, the central nervous system, getting all the synovial fluids moving and releasing stress. All right, release your hands down towards the ground and then slowly roll it up to standing. Come back to the front of your mat, finding Tadasana. I've got lumps. All right, up to the front. Hands together at your heart. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale fold, hands to shins up. Exhale release. Left foot back, right foot back. Holding here in plank. Get nice and strong here. Just take a minute here and say to yourself, I am strong. Now you could have your knees down on the mat for this. You could be on your toes. It's totally up to you. But we're going to start dropping down to our forearms and then lift back up a few times. So drop the left arm down, forearm, right arm, and then back up. Left arm down, right arm down, left arm up, right arm up. One more. Left, right, left, right. Back to downward dog, forward to plank. Back to down dog, forward to plank. Back and forward one more time. Back and forward. Drop knees, tuck elbows, come all the way down. So your hands are under your shoulders, elbows are tucked in towards your ribs. Press into your hands, lift for cobra, and exhale. Come back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. Curl your toes under, hands under the shoulders, press and lift. Come up to downward dog. Deep breath. Look to your hands. Left foot forward. Plant the back foot and come all the way up. So you want both legs straight to start here. Front toes forward, hips forward, and then find your lunge. So bend that front knee, drop down a couple times, and then settling into the pose. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead and find warrior one. Breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Let your arms slide out to the side. Bring the left arm forward, right arm back, warrior 2. So can you drop a little deeper into your lunge? Can you reach those arms out nice and wide? Your fingers are lifting off the tips of your front hands. You're breathing. I am strong. Drop the back arm down the back leg. Lift the left arm up, eyes up. Wiggle that right hand down the back leg a little further. Reach that left hand up a little higher. And now windmill your hands all the way back to that front foot. Find the lunge. Bring the left foot back. Find plank. Drop knees. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale release. Push back and come to downward dog. Breathing. Look forward. Bring your right foot up. Plant the back foot. Come up with straight legs to start. Hips forward, toes forward. And now drop down a couple times. Find your lunge. All right, settle into that spot. And now with lightness, let your arms rise up overhead. And if you choose, the hands come together. Breathing. Exhale, arms come down. Right arm forward, left arm back. Reach out through those arms, nice and long. Sink a little deeper into your lunge. Look at your front fingers. Breathing. Back arm down the back leg, front arm reaches up. Exalted warrior. Breathe. Windmill the hands back to the front. And let's take the right foot back into plank position. Drop knees, exhale down. Inhale cobra, exhale release. Push and lift, coming back up to downward dog. Let's drop knees down to the mat, crossing at your ankles and then sitting over your feet. Bring your feet forward and find staff pose, Dandasana. So you want to sit nice and tall through your spine. Take your hands by your hips and just wiggle back and forth a couple times and then find a nice straight spine. Flex your feet, push your knees down towards the mat. And then let's bring right leg in. And you're going to take your left hand, cross it over, grab your right foot, plant your right hand down onto the floor, and then straighten up that leg, cross it over in front of you, and turn and look the other way. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, bring it back to center. Drop that leg down, straighten everything out, just shake everything out a little bit. Now bend your other knee, bring it in, plant that same side hand on the floor and bring the other hand up and over. Grab that foot and straighten out that leg. Cross the leg over in front of you. Keep the integrity of your spine here, so keep sitting nice and tall. Flex both feet, spread your toes, and now look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale. Bring it back to center. Drop that leg down. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms. Let's just do some swirls with the wrists one way and then the other. Straighten out your right hand. Have your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Arm is nice and long. And then bring that other hand around and just pull your fingers towards your head. Stretching the wrist and fingers. And then press the hand down. Nice. All right, other side. Flex that left wrist, bring the arm out, and then other hand grabs those fingers, pulls them in towards you. Very good. All right, release and come back down. Let's open up the legs into a wide V shape. Feet are flexed. Your spine is nice and tall. Have your hands inside to support you. And then I want you to think about keeping this part of your torso nice and long, so don't round it over too much. Try to keep sitting tall here and think about your ball and socket joint in your hips. So you're just hinging at the hips here with the upper body coming forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Now bring your hands forward in front, walk a little further, and let's see if we can find our edge here. Feet are still flexed. Breathing. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, release. Come back up. Slide your right hand down along the inside of your right leg. See if you can get that elbow down onto the floor, and you might even be able to grab your big toe. Reach the left hand up towards the ceiling and then turn and look up towards that hand. Bring that hand up and over and keep looking up for an awesome side stretch. Now both legs, feet are flexed. You're pushing out through the heel, active legs here. Eyes are looking up, breathing. One more breath. And then straighten that arm, lift yourself back up, and come back to center. Straighten up the spine, and then slide the left leg down the left arm down the left leg. If you can, grab your big toe, keep the elbow on the floor. If that's not available to you, you're just grabbing this leg, however works for you. And then the right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, eyes look up, the corners of your mouth turn up, and then you're going to bring that hand up and over, eyes still look towards the ceiling for this oh so awesome side stretch. Breathe. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale. Raise the hand back up and slide yourself back up to seated position, back to center. And now fingers back in between your legs, sitting nice and tall. Do that forward hinge again and just notice, has anything changed from when we started? Can you perhaps even come a little further forward? If you're really comfortable, walk the hands out a little further and then slowly round the spine and drop the head. Hold it here for 3. Good. Slowly roll it back up. Bend both knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. And don't bring your feet in quite too close towards you. You want to look down and see kind of a diamond shape with your legs, and then bring your hands inside the diamond. Pick your knees up, walk your hands forward, and let's press hands into the tops of the feet. And then you're going to wiggle back and forth, and slowly lower your head down, imagining you could bring your forehead towards your heels. This is tortoise pose. Breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Slowly roll it back up. Bring your hands onto your knees. Bring those knees together. Walk your feet in. Let's lift the feet up off the ground just a little bit. Holding it here. See if you can walk your hands behind your legs. And then see if you can even straighten up your legs towards the ceiling. So your back is nice and long. Your belly is pulling in, nice strong abs. And then see if the hands can come free of the legs. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Hands grab the legs, drop those feet down, and now take your hands out, holding it here, and for a count of 10, really super duper slow, lower yourself down on to the mat. Not quite there yet. And then when you're down, hands are up, bring feet up towards the ceiling and release your hands down to the floor. Separate your feet a little and just do some circles at the ankles one way. And then circle it the other. Scooch over a little. And now cross right leg over left. Walk your hands up your left leg. Flex both feet and bring your legs in towards you. So you're trying to get your nose and your left knee to kiss. Keep breathing. And then release that side. Raise the legs up, shake them out a little. And now cross left leg over right. Walk your hands up your right leg, flex both feet, spread out your toes, and then draw the knee and nose together. Breathing. Nice. Release your head down. Uncross your legs. Bending the knees, slowly let your feet come back down onto the floor. And if you're laying on your yoga mat, walk your feet out so they're as wide as your mat. So your feet are right on both edges of the mat, right on the right side, left on the left. And put your arms into a goalpost or a cactus shaped position. Drop both knees over to the left. Just hold them there for a minute for a nice, gentle, laying spinal twist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale peace. Exhale chaos. Inhale peace. Exhale chaos. Come back to center. And now when you're at center, take a minute if your hips get a little jiggy over to the side, straighten everything out. Feet are still as wide as your mat. And now drop both legs over to the right. Close your eyes and take some breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Again, making adjustments. Straighten out your legs. Bring your hands down to your side. And just finding your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Take a minute here to wiggle the shoulders, adjust the hips, doing whatever little movements you need to do to feel still. And then let your eyes close. Take one last full deep breath in. Exhale, release. And just let your breath come back to its normal soft inhale, soft exhale. On your next breath in, breathe in a little deeper. Exhale, release. Start to make little movements with your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, you can bring your knees back in towards your chest. Curl up, roll over onto your side. Take a breath or two there. And then slowly begin to find your way back to seated position. Let your hands come back to your heart. Sitting tall. Bring your thumbs to your chest, making that connection to your heart. Take a moment to bow your head to your practice, that you made it here today, that we made it here this week through everything that is going on in this world. My wish for you today is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste.